session, well, quick recap. Last session, the players found themselves dropped into a short story in a small village named Sweet Spring. There, they had some local village dispute, a lot of yelling and arguing. There was an interaction with the dog people who, at first, might have been there for trouble, but in fact were never there for trouble. That was just somebody's racial prejudice. Um, then the village was about to be assaulted by a group of attackers, but luckily they were fended off by the ever-present contingent of soldiers run by Kosher's character. Um, then he woke up in the hay bale after his episode. Uh, the well that was broken had a machine beneath it that was actually the thing that was broken, and someone released a genie or of some sort in their attempts to fix it. The genie made good on its quest for vengeance by killing James's father, and then the Artorial squad showed up, probably to capture said genie, but Pepper knew that she would be a booby prize if she stuck around. However, the now wounded genie, having been stabbed by a random NPC 7, um,
Who she
noticed.
obliterated.
Yeah, who she destroyed.
Yeah. Repair it.
Noticed that the Artorial squad was on the way and said that they all needed to flee, clapping her hands together and teleporting them elsewhere.
Did she say anything when we were teleported?
She said that we need to go. Like she looked terrified. She said we need to go.
There was no like sim salabim.
No,
or
she
something
didn't have
like
any magic words.
Hmm.
She just had a big clap.
Okay.
Then we panned out. We left the scene as the party teleported away, and we rejoin the caravan over the desert. Instead of zooming in like we did the last time and watching as Ignatius told his stories, we observe from on high. Take a long look over the caravan, walking these desert plains, and we just take a quick zoom around. We put a singular quarter in the machine, put our eyes up to the scopes, and just take a one brief sweep through the area. Kosher, tell me about the cart that you look at. What does it look like?
It's going to be a cart that um, is hovering over the ground, and
Why does it hover?
it's got because it's a hovercraft.
Right, but does it hover on magic? Does it have little jet engines? What causes the hovering?
Let's say magnets.
Magnets, all right.
That's what I wanted.
Repels from the sand below.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
And so it's not. It doesn't look new. It's fairly. You could see that at some point it was like probably a shiny metallic, but now it's a more of a rusty red,
sand blasted,
beaten up. Yeah, and and it has one of those old Western style tops on it.
We talking covered wagon made of cloth?
Canvas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Because the other one must have gotten destroyed or something like that.
So they've repaired it with a simple canvas top.
Yep.
Okay. Is it drawn by horses, or does it propel itself?
It gets pulled along by another wagon in the caravan.
It's tethered to somebody in front of it.
Yep.
Why?
Because here there is no real propulsion for it, but it's just kind of it's kind of just levitating there, and they don't really have any means of or any current means of pulling it.
It's
So they
either,
just use the rest.
it's either get out and push, or they tie a rope to
Yep.
somebody.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Good. Who drives this cart?
Who in particular, like name wise or just description wise? Okay. Um. An elderly lady, probably in her late 60s, long gray hair. She has one of the children with her, probably her grandchild, niece or nephew, something like that. No, it definitely won't be her niece or nephew. She'd be too old. So grandchild.
I mean, it could be grandniece, grandnephew.
Yeah. I get she goes by the name Granny. That's what everybody calls her.
Okay.
She has a larger, drawn out nose.
Aww.
Some whiskers growing.
Good. Good.
From a little bit of facial hair because she doesn't have anything to clean up with.
Yeah.
And that's basically who is in charge of this specific cart. They the stuff that they have with them is I guess seeds.
Okay. Good.
They're pulling along.
Yeah.
What was it that makes her cart go?
This is the hover cart.
Yeah.
Granny drives the hover cart.
I thought it was getting pulled by something.
Yeah.
It is.
So, what pulls the thing that's pulling it?
Who knows? That's somebody else's cart. We're not looking at that one right now.
Okay.
Kosher finishes his turn at the what are those called? Viewfinders? Coin operated telescopes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We're gonna call
Coin operated binoculars.
We're gonna call them coinoculars.
Yeah, that's good.
Kosher finishes his turn at the coinoculars. Fishes into his pocket looking for another quarter and can't find one, and steps away with a defeated look on his face. James steps up, fishes a quarter out, puts his coin in. What are you looking at, James?
Hey, he spins the binoculars around in a circle, and it's one of those ones where you can stand on it and it'll spin with you.
Ooh.
So he's riding it around and around and around and around, getting a little bit dizzy. And as it slows down, he sees a relatively blackish, well, that's more of an onyx colored mountain far off in the distance. With what seems to be something moving among the stones.
How many stairs are on that mountain, James?
How many stairs?
Mm-hmm.
1,023.
1,023 stairs. How far up the steps is your movement?
19.
19. Very early in their climb.
Mm-hmm.
The rotating coinoculars continue to spin as you settle into your final motions. You feel your time coming to an end as it begins to reset itself to its default position. As it does, it lands dead center to the caravan, and you have just a moment to look at the cart there. What's the primary feature?
Primary feature of the cart?
The cart that you get to look at for just a single snapshot.
Primary feature of the cart is the rocket engine that's strapped onto the back of it.
Good. James's turn comes to an end. He too only had the 1/4. Steps down. Gives up his turn. Dungeon's about to step up when one of the other children pushes him aside, forces his way to the front. Puts his quarter in. Takes a look. Just a moment. Says this is boring, and that he decided that he'd like to try that game that the last kid did, and he just started spinning around in circles for a while. Spends his entire time just spinning. Gets off. Pukes on the nearest girl's shoes. Luckily, it wasn't Pepper.
Trip him as he gets off.
Trip him. Lands on his knees. Pukes on a girl's shoes. Luckily, it wasn't Pepper.
Thank goodness. What a little dickhead.
Dungeon, it's now your turn for real. Step up. Quarter. Coin in the slot. Coinocular activates. What are you looking at?
Oh man, I've been waiting days for this moment. I'm gonna look over at the local beach. I've heard it's a nude beach.
Far off to the east, on the barest edge of the desert, where you know the salt sea is supposedly meets the high cliffs. You peer out with your coinoculars. And there, you see the Lone Palm. Not an actual tree, but a motel. Sitting right at the cliffside. They don't have a beach because of the cliffs, but they put a lot of sand on the roof and a little wading pool. And they call it the beach. And
Yeah, I'm Can I look at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so yeah, I'm really excited about it. Looking forward to it for days. Okay, so it's strange. It's actually a hotel. I could have sworn this was going to be a real beach, and it's just all old hairy dudes.
It is. In fact, there seems to be some sort of convention in town. Like 38 dudes named Merle are all on the roof at the same time.
Huge, all gold chains.
Yep.
In fact, they're all blinded because there's so many gold chains in the sun.
The sun is so bright, right?
Mm.
And then, as you're watching, and your time is coming to an end. You see their singular, poor, beset upon waiter, a man in his probably late 30s, early 40s, wearing a cutoff suit. So he's got like a suit shirt and suit shorts. And a tie still, of course.
Of course.
And he's got just a huge tray of drinks and a huge tray of hot towels, as if you need hot towels in the blazing sun. But he's got them because men named Merle need hot towels. It's part of their personality.
Oh, yeah. Every Merle had a towel over his shoulder.
Exactly,
also.
Of course, and those were getting not as hot as they needed to be. So he was bringing fresh hot towels.
Right.
Were those the towels they were born with?
No. Those towels were given up at their bar mitzvahs.
They're men's towels.
Yes.
Manly men.
Manly men.
They're from the land of many towels.
Indeed. Definitely not men in tights, though. Nor tights. Your time is coming to an end. The coinoculars are reverting to their default pose, and you, like James, get a fraction of a second to look upon a singular cart. This one, the rightmost, making the either like the rightmost point of a diamond or maybe an outer swoosh but either way, the rightmost cart of the entire caravan. What is its primary feature?
I start to read words across the side of it, but then I'm distracted by a scaly green creature hanging off the bottom of it and gripping into it with claws.
What color are the creature's eyes?
Bright red. In
Good.
fact, that's what drew me over there.
Of course. Coinocular shuts off. You turn around. It looks like the one of the kids has cleaned up the vomit, and they've pushed the bully guy to the back of the pack, where he is lamenting a strange pain in his right foot.
Oh.
No clue how that happened.
Who knows? Pepper, your turn has arrived.
Don't bother with the beach.
Noted. I'm gonna
Step
stick
up.
my coin in.
Got that coin in the slot. The coinocular makes a strange like metal on metal sound. It like almost doesn't activate. And one of the other kids just kind of reaches up and smacks it, and you hear the coin thunk down into the bin, and it turns on. You're ready to go. What are you looking at?
I am looking at a city. Not too far from the beach. But yeah, it's pretty industrial. At least to me. And yeah, I'm just watching, looking at the buildings, trying to see all the people. They don't look like what I thought they would look like.
Well, that's 'cause
I've
you
always heard
you weren't
stories.
you weren't expecting the robots. The city of metal and
No.
glass outside of the motel is a home to the awakened robotic race that came before. Long before the Merles were around, of course, but long after the rest of us.
Of course.
You didn't know that they'd built a city. You'd heard that they had died off long ago, but they seem to have found themselves a home here not too far from the beach. One of the high rises is open-sided, and you see the flash of sun on glass as you pan up with your coinoculars. And you see another pair of coinoculars looking back at you.
This makes me feel a little weird. Like, maybe I shouldn't have been looking? Is this right?
Hmm.
Did anybody else have this experience?
A large gray
What?
metal hand reaches up mechanically.
I like pause for a second and then I do the same thing right back. It has to be that.
Coach is not even here to see our memes that he started.
I know.
Damn
Come on, man.
He knew.
He's like, you guys
Taking
are so
notes down
dumb.
there, like a good, like a
Yeah.
smart guy. Okay.
So smart.
You can hear your time coming to an end. Your coinocular begins to rotate towards the default and swings a little wide. You find yourself looking at the leftmost side of the caravan. Tell me about the primary feature of that cart.
The primary feature. So this one doesn't have the canvas overlay on the top. And hanging down from the, the structure that normally would be on is a very colorful, gleaming disco ball.
How many people are dancing?
There's probably about 7 or 8 people. It's not a huge caravan. But there's quite a few.
What kind of music do they play?
I don't really know. I mean, like, I'm not close enough to hear it, but I would love to
What kind of music
imagine.
do you imagine they play?
Yeah, I would love to imagine that they're listening to like goth, like underground
Goth
rave
EDM.
music.
Mhm.
Yeah. Definitely that.
They're out there in their neon greens and reds going
Yeah, exactly. They're like
under
doing
a
like-
bridge in full daylight.
It's when you think about the gospel.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that be good?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like you're praising Jesus and trashing him at the same time in the same song.
Goths.
Good. Your turn comes to an end. You also have no more quarters. Step back down. The party of children begins to make its way down from the cliff face, headed back towards the caravan. And me, the viewer, watch as the children return to the back of the caravan, where Ignatius is just recently awoken. We watch as he pulls out an aging, nearly stringless lute holding only 2 of its normal strings, and pluck away aimlessly as he begins to spin another yarn. We hear mention of Gretel and her merry band of genie-driven misfits. We don't tune into that just yet. We go to bed, we wake up, and go to bed, and we wake up, and go to bed, and we wake up again. And several days or weeks or who knows how long later, we come back, and a new story seems to be being spun. He tells of the time that he spent a week in hell, and what it's like to be a devil, and you're not torturing hapless humans. We find ourselves here in Hell's tax office, where the 4 of you have been called in for suspicion of tax evasion.
Damn it.
The large horned demon sits behind his undersized desk, a heavy tome in front of him filled with mostly numbers and a few names. The Cerberus, chained to his desk, slumbers peacefully. The 4 of you stand in the center of the office, attempting not to look too guilty, as he asks after the amount of money you brought in last quarter and where it came from. Now, hear this. I will not be lied to. You will spend the rest of your days torturing yourselves if you are not on board and in line. Now, tell me.
But aren't those the most common tortures that we employ here in Hell? Long queues and paddleboard?
Accounting?
Yes, but we do those to other creatures, not ourselves. You will be
But if we're
torturing yourselves.
online and on board, then very clearly we're torturing. I fail to understand the logic here.
That's all right. Your necessities for understanding logic are not the concern of Hell's tax office. It is our concern that you pay the appropriate taxes on time and online. That's right. If you don't get on the internet and do so, you will be punished. There is a fee for using the paper method nowadays. So, if you'd rather not be eaten or tortured, you will sign
I
here
don't
for-
have a Hellputer.
You don't have a Hellputer. What? Everyone, all devils and demons were issued a Hellputer when we swapped to the new system.
I broke mine torturing a guy.
We still have
Well,
the
no, I mean, but you also forgot about the updates that went out that broke everything anyway, which is why it
Yeah.
broke when he was tortured.
No,
That happened too.
dial-up, though.
no, that
I tried to file them, I couldn't. It was broken.
look. We all know that the system in the Hellputer is not ideal, but we make it work, don't we? And he gestures around, and you see up on the walls, it's just like tiers and tiers and tiers of lesser devils, all working infinitely for the rest of their existences at scut work at their desks. They all chorus in unison, yes. And he looks down. See? So, we will now look up your files, and if you are lying to try and save your sorry red asses, we will know shortly. Balstor, please step forward.
Go ahead,
I step
Balstor.
forward.
Alright. Kosher, the yellowish guy, steps forward.
Noise.
Balstor, you reported, good job, nice work, your Hellputer must not be broken at least. You reported a findings or an income of 13 tortured souls and 2 kittens last quarter. Is that correct?
Yes, at the best of my memory.
I see. Excellent. Starts tapping on his giant tome, which appears to be a double-sided touchpad. Yeah, looks on. I see. Strange, as your shift leader says that there were 18 kittens. Where are the 16 kittens, Pastor?
I don't know anything about the other 16 kittens.
Weird, because he reported that there were 16 kittens and 13 tortured souls in your shift's hall.
Oh, maybe the cat was pregnant and he didn't know.
What?
Both of them.
Well, I understand that devils of your particular variety are not exactly known for their intelligence. However, cats do not birth 14 kittens in a litter.
What about hellcats? Do they do that?
Hellcats only birth 1 in a litter, and they usually eat it.
I mean,
Whatever
maybe
you
they
want.
were both pregnant with 7 each.
Maybe.
Hey, that math adds up to me.
Maybe. That's. I hadn't thought that. I hadn't
They were
considered that.
fat.
Were they? Were they fat?
They were indeed fat.
Balstor. It seems as though this fellow knows about your hall. Are you working with a different shift group? You know that's against the rules.
No, we were just talking at the bar after. He told me how fat the cats he killed were.
You killed the cats.
Wow.
Well,
Mm,
mentally,
Interesting.
mentally killed them.
Mentally killed them. This is getting
how do
more,
I kill something in hell?
This is getting more and more suspicious by the moment, Balstor.
Perhaps he meant he broke their spirits?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Aha. I'm just going to make a note as just procedure. You understand? He makes several severe notes, and you see him underlining things repeatedly. Very well, Balstor. Please return to your position.
As you wish.
He heads back and calls out, Nimoy, please step forward.
What was that again?
Nimoy, step forward.
Fine, here I come.
All right, Nimoy, the red one, steps forward. Now, Nimoy, am I to understand that you are not capable of operating your Hellputer?
Listen, I have been operating it just fine, and I don't know what you think I'm doing, but I have hired appropriate people to take care of these things, and I mean, I can't be accountable for everything that they do.
You can't be accountable for your own employees?
I mean, I'm not watching them 24/7.
But you're
no.
letting them file your paperwork.
Well, I do employ them.
And you let them file your paperwork.
Absolutely.
So
If
you
they
should
make
suffer the
a
consequences when they mess that up. Got it. Well done. At least we know
I
whose
don't
fault
think
this
that-
is.
I think you have messed up. In
I.
fact,
I. You think I have messed up.
and I'll tell you why.
I agree.
I watched one of them submit on the shitty dial-up internet the payment, and the screen suddenly seemed to have issues with the web page, and it seemed to glitch out and then refer back to the original first page in the process.
Probably got ate by the Brodzelbub.
And
Wait a minute, I have a question. Why is my team lead here, not me?
Because he submitted his paperwork properly.
Yeah, but he's in charge of me. Is he not responsible?
No, that's not how it works. You're responsible for your own paperwork. She is responsible for her paperwork, and if she had farmed out her paperwork work to some lesser minions and they messed it up, it is still her problem. So, It says here, Nimoy, that you or your minions filed this paperwork claiming that you cut off the left pinky of 18 children and then sewed it onto their right ear. Good work. Well done. Just, props where props are due. Hold on,
High five.
sir. Hold on. Questions will be taken later. However,
Oh no, I was going for the high five. That's beautiful work.
However, it also says here that you cut off 19 right pinkies, and it does not make mention of what you did with them.
I did not cut the right pinkies off.
And I see, and
I
so
distinctly remember this process, and it did not involve me cutting off the right pinky.
I see, and why does your paperwork say that you did then?
Because I had Marcus do the paperwork for me, and I clearly should have fired Marcus before this.
I see.
So-
I see. Well, I will simply take note that your employee Marcus has in fact done some sort of wrong in the paperwork.
A contract with Marcus when I hired him that he would be held accountable legally if he did make any sort of error. So I assume that this will fall under that.
Well, if it did, you would have to take that up in Hell's civil court, not Hell's tax office. So you will be fined, and then you can attempt to push those fines onto him.
And if I don't,
Then you will be fined.
and what if I don't pay the fine?
As previously mentioned, you will be sentenced to torturing yourself for all of eternity.
I mean, I'm not already torturing myself.
No.
Fine, I will.
I think we are
I will.
having to
pay
file all
the
this
fine.
paperwork.
No, that's us torturing you. Completely different.
Marcus is the one that broke my hell pewter.
Marcus is an imbecile, as you can see.
Yeah.
And yet, Marcus, he taps on his pad, seems to have filed his paperwork 100% correctly.
Well, that's because he has a vendetta against us.
Well, it seems like one of the people mentioned here is an imbecile, and it's probably not Marcus.
Marcus is probably not going to have a very good time here in hell after I leave this room. So
No one has a
let's
good
not
time in
talk
hell.
about him
Step
anymore.
back, Nimoy.
Fine.
Nimoy returns. Taps into his pad, makes some aggressive underlines in Nimoy's file. Calls out. Corton! Corton, step forward. Was that a sigh of stepping
Yes,
forward?
yes,
Okay.
I'm all right. Fine, I'll stand.
Alright. Corton stands up and ambles forward.
He has his claws behind his back,
Okay.
tail whipping back and forth.
Now, Corton, as you well know, as an employee of Hell's tax office, we expect extremely accurate paperwork in the tax office. I'm afraid you're about to go on probation, as your paperwork is less than extremely accurate. You claim to have completed 86 torturings, when in fact, we all know that you completed 86 and 1/4 torturings. How dare you,
Whoa.
Corton?
But look, it's all right.
And a
There must be a misaccounting here because all I did was get one of the box to play along with the wonderful chorus of tortured souls.
Oh, no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about that halfling that you reanimated the head of and then tortured until it died again. That's a fourth of a creature, Corton, and you know it.
No, it counts as one.
No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
It does not, and you know.
Refer to page 63-C-3129- Torturer's Appendix Level D.
Corton, as you are well aware, we ditched the old Dewey Hellible system last quarter. In the current quarter, Corton, we are using the updated Hell Torturing database.
Oh, last quarter. You mean the one that's behind your ear? He reaches over and pulls one out from behind his ear.
You reach out and you pull a coin that's like a little oversized, has a big like Asmodeus skull kind of face on the front one side, and on the other side it says your true name. Yes,
Man,
Corton.
just tell him Marcus did it.
I do know
that
about that
Marcus.
quarter. Don't you worry.
But that was the last one.
Uh-huh. Please step back into line, Corton.
What? No, okay. Let me extol some of the terrible, terrible things and damn it all to hell, all the things that I have done.
No, Corton. Please step back
No,
into
I
line.
mean, if we're going through a quarterly review of sorts
We're
here,
not,
I
Corton.
demand
The
that I
review-
give an opportunity to speak.
The review has been made, Corton. And he holds his hand back up, and you see the coin that you were holding back in his fingers. And if you'd like to keep anything that resembles you inside of you, I'd suggest you return to the line.
Torturous cues.
Mm-mm-mm.
And last, Sand, step forward.
Real slowly waltz on up.
All right. Sand only has 2 giant arms, no legs, so he just.
You can't tell if it's with effort that he's doing it or laziness.
Definitely both. He looks down at Sand and. Now, Sand, I'm going to speak very slowly for your benefit. In your report, it says souls taste good, which is true, but is not a tax accounting.
How do you have my report? It didn't go through the internet.
All right, Sand. Now,
My computer broke. Marcus was supposed to be fixing it, and he broke it more. I paid him $15 to take care of this for me. He took them and evidently did not. So if you have questions about my report, which is 100% accurate and with 0 lies, then you should probably take it up with Marcus.
well, it seems that Marcus did submit a report that says souls taste good under your name, or someone, or you and you're lying. Nevertheless, it is your responsibility to submit an accurate report, not Marcus's nor anyone else's.
Well, I had one of them contracts with him, just like the other fella did, and it said he'd submit it, and then clearly, he submitted some hooey, so that's on him, right?
No,
Who?
it's on you.
Wait, is that Marcus up there behind you
I'm gonna
working
call
for you?
Marcus right now, and I'm gonna get him down here.
No, that's him over there. That's Marcus working up there behind you.
Marcus, is that you up there?
Marcus,
Look.
Down here.
Marcus is up on the 3rd tier. Marcus is an imp. Normally works in the tax office. That's why you guys hire him, because you thought that meant he would know what he was doing. Marcus, way up on the 3rd tier, peeks his head out, snickers, points, and then goes back to his desk.
Did y'all see that?
I
He just
take
laughed.
my knife and I walk up to his desk and I just stab him in the heart.
He's on the 3rd tier.
Okay, well I'll walk all the way up there. I got time.
Okay.
I'll say it looks like she has claws.
She does, but she pulls out her knife anyway.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get my claws dirty with the shitty blood of Marcus, the horrible criminal he is, as I
Okay.
murder him.
So,
So my computer was broken. Marcus, he turned in some crap. It wasn't from me. He forged it. That's like 16 crimes right there.
Yep.
If you need an accurate and honest accounting of everything I did, you can just ask me.
That is not the way it works. Your taxes are due on a certain day. It is
Give me some
now
paper.
long after said day.
Give me the papers. I know you got papers back
Of
there.
course we got papers, but it is after the due times.
Well, Marcus is supposed to have it in by the due times. He told me he did. So I had no reason to think that they weren't. It's not my fault they were late. It's his.
It is in fact your fault, as they were your paperwork.
Man, if you can't honor a contract in hell, then how are we better than heaven?
Well, in many, many ways. However, again, just like with your friend, you can take that up with civil court. However, that is not the tax office's problem. So,
I will. And I'm also going to mention how rude you were to me today. And I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of money out of that too.
please do. I would like to get another gold star on my report. So, I will make this note in my report here. Excellent.
I feel like this happened in our brief campaign where we're like, you're a piece of shit, and the guard's like, well, I don't really fucking care. That definitely happened to us.
I've seen these interactions before.
Yes. It never
I know
goes
it's
like that.
It goes the way it goes.
After,
Yes.
as he's finishing up his aggressively marked up report.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I remembered something. And I'm going to scoot on up there. I'm going to pull a gold nugget out of my pocket and place it up there.
Would you go ahead and roll no pluses or minuses for me? Alright. You fish a gold nugget out of the kind of like sling pouch you keep on your back. And just put it up on the desk. He looks at it, takes it, puts it in his pocket. Thank you for your donation to the tax office.
Yeah, I like to make sure all them little plinky imps up there have food in their mouths, Just want to look out for the little guys. You know how much I care about them.
I'm sure that their regular wages will take care of that, and they will never see any of this. So, it's at that time you hear a horrifying squeal from up on the third tier as poor Marcus is unceremoniously gutted by the knife of the red demon. This causes a bit of a stir in the tax office as all of the imps see or hear this or happen, look over, and they start to breathe in deeply and abandon their desks, leap towards Marcus and the red demon. And red demon, how do you respond?
I'm gonna take a defensive stance, and I'm gonna go.
All right. At first, you think you're about to have to fight for your life. Then the imps descend in an unholy, chaotic frenzy on Marcus's corpse, eating him as he breathes his last breaths, ripping him to pieces, and he screams in agony again.
Oh yeah.
That takes care of Marcus.
As my character
Don't
is,
forget to put that in your report.
my character is just enthralled with pleasure right now.
The greater imp who sits behind the tax officer just kind of spits a big fat mucusy loogie onto the ground, and fresh imp just kind of rolls out of the snot, wipes itself off, flings excess mucus away, and flaps up, sits down at Marcus's station.
Man, hell just got a little bit better.
Or
Aren't
worse.
you-
Guy can't be
Not
as
what we
bad as
want. We
Marcus.
want it worse.
Marcus's cousin, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm Marcus.
This is the new good Marcus, though. The old one's dead.
I don't really like Marcus's.
That sounds like a you problem.
I would like you to do my paperwork right now. Tell me, can you do it?
I can.
And you can do it properly and perfectly?
Absolutely.
And I will stand over your shoulder and watch.
Yes.
Okay.
He's lying, just gonna break your pewter.
It's his pewter. It's not mine.
It's gonna break it.
Whatever. Not my problem.
He pulls out some fresh, like clean forms and starts filling them out. He doesn't know who you are or anything about you, but he's filling them out.
Wait a minute. Are these your forms? Or are you filling out them for me like I asked?
Oh, for you.
Yes!
Yes, I'm filling them out for you.
On my behalf?
Yes. See here? Big stupid red demon. Killed no one. Tortured no one. Is garbage.
I just stab him in the shoulder and just like really just dig it in, turn it, twist it. No!
Screams in agony. All the imps in the area. It's like last time.
Oh, it's so fun.
Once again enthralled. Oh yeah, tear him apart.
I'm getting nowhere. I give up. I have to do my own paperwork. I don't want to.
Taxmeister, can I go back to my hovel? This is stupid.
Can we all go home?
Oh, you'd like to go home? Well, don't worry. You're going home and you will be confined to your quarters until we have all of this mess sorted out.
Good. Tell him to send me a new hell pewter. I'll be home.
Yes, you will be home. He slams his pen down, picks up a large hellular device, and punches some buttons, and the four of you are teleported.
As I feel myself starting to teleport, I flip upside down and do a handstand and flash my dick at this guy.
All right. He
Well,
just as quickly, with the speed of only the head tax assessor, points a long devil finger at you, and you feel an uncomfortable burning sensation in your devil dick.
Hmm.
He must have gave you the clap.
He did. He gave you hell clap. He presses the buttons. You begin to teleport. That stuff happens. You blink, and you are back in your homes. The Infernal Manor. The four of you share. It's like a rundown, old kind of manor home. Before it was accidentally teleported to hell by a cult ritual, it was a nice farmland manor on a huge open field. Beautiful horses, good construction, but it accidentally got teleported here in a cult ritual, so now it's your house.
Cool.
I'm gonna go knuckle drag my way under the table and curl up.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Nurse my burning devil dong.
I'm gonna go open the cabinets, which are scarce with food, and I'm gonna grab one of the cockroaches and just right down on that baby.
Man, how can you eat right now? They're gonna throw the book at us.
Hurry. I tried to kill 2 imps.
It was a great idea. I thought it was gonna work the second time.
I didn't think it was going to do anything, but it felt good.
Hey, did you really hire Marcus?
Yes,
mean,
I hired Marcus.
I don't even know who that was. I was just following your lead. I thought you had
Doesn't even
something.
matter. Marcus is just a name. They're all different people with the same name.
Wait, hang on. Are all those imps Marcus?
I don't know.
Did you really not know the title of all of those imps in the department was Marcus?
I mean,
You did?
Cares.
I rolled over and I did break my Helputer, but it was after my taxes were late. Thought it was a good story.
Hellputer is garbage.
Oh, they're all terrible, but this is hell, so I mean, kind of comes with it, right?
I
Hey.
actually,
You know, at least we got 56 Ks, last week.
I'll tell you a secret. I have a Hellputer 2.0 that I've been crafting in my spare time, and I may have sort of an offshore account where I've stashed a little bit of that money.
Wait, is it in Purgatory, Hades, or is it on the other side?
It's on the other side. I'd rather not to go
No.
fix. What do you mean,
How
no?
they take me out of there.
Goodness.
Oh man, when they find out about this, you're done.
The kosher,
I mean, I'm already done. That's why I'm here.
the kosher demon says while holding his box of 16 kittens
That I love.
that he loves. Yes, he's got a finger in there like you're done for, and he's like, oh, kittens.
Oh, you and your cats. You always work.
Yeah, there'll be good food later.
Yes, well, I'm sure they'd probably benefit from some of those goods that Marcus had in his body when the imps were going through it.
Man, you're not convincing nobody. We know you love those. You're a big old softy. Hell, I ain't ever seen you torture somebody alone, ever. Always with the team, and you're always just kind of helping out. Man, you know what? I don't think you actually like hurting people.
Hey man, I don't know why you're trying to call me out like that. I don't appreciate it.
I'm just saying.
Why don't you keep opinions like that to yourself?
I'm your brother. I know, but I'm just saying. Don't think this hell thing's cut out for you. If she got that money, you might want to consider getting out.
I get real angry and I take one of the kittens and I just throw it on the ground and stomp on it.
Oh! I did not expect that. I'm impressed.
Well, that happened.
with your commitment.
And then I go in the corner and cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only the fourth time I ever seen him done that. Can somebody kick that over here to me? I'm so tired. My dong's on fire.
I shout no, and I grab it and I start trying to feed it to the other cats.
Oh no.
I'm live?
You take this.
It's not
You take this
live.
pancaked kitten body and you just put it back in the box. Oh,
There ain't no cat food in here, so I mean that's about as compassionate as it gets. I knew it. Just
Can
you only
I-
killed it to feed the others.
Can I walk over to the box of kittens and I'm just gonna try to like wave my hand over it and do some magic and bring it back to
He's
life?
got the box with him while he cries in the corner.
Yeah,
You're gonna walk up behind him and you're gonna try and do a little hell magic.
yeah.
All right, what are you trying?
I guess it would be some sort of necromancy, right? So,
What is your intended effect?
I'm gonna bring it back to life.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll for me.
Okay. Is it normal or
Yeah,
what?
normal.
Um,
You attempt to bring it back to life, but all you really manage to do is torture the soul. So like you hear tiny kitten screams, and then then the little kitten soul whooshes out, and then just kind of sizzles and burns up in the the hellish atmosphere.
Oh, that's how you torture a cat.
time since I've tried to do anything like that. I must be a little rusty.
I mean, at least let him.
Oh, a
be
little
better
rusty.
than his own cats.
I
You
mean,
just-
I tried. I'm not a monster like you, smashing kittens with your feet.
You know what you just did? You just basically took his baked potato and ate the bacon and butter off the top and left him the plain potato. He did all that work.
I'm-
Fixing. You took the best part.
I'm furious right now. I gotta try and rip her arm off.
Okay. he puts his box of kittens down, looking hella mad. He's starting to like grow in size. You see that he's becoming like more mouth than body. It's just like mostly mouth. Then like it's just like his torso disappears. He's really just like face and mouth with arms and legs. He's Pac-Man with arms and legs.
Mm-hmm.
He reaches up to try and grab at the arm. Both of you roll normal for me.
Hey, remember we're on the same team. Remember Jonquil Park.
Even rolls. You grab for the arm, but she just narrowly pulls out of the way.
Don't even try me.
Gonna somersault over there and try and break them apart.
Summers.
Fine, I can handle
Arm over
myself.
arm.
And take care of your burning penis problem.
How do you know about
It's literally
the
on
anger
fire.
subsides.
Okay.
And I'm like, you're luckiest time. And then I just, since I'm already real big,
Mhm.
I roll most of my body into my mouth and just roll back over to the box.
Okay. Puts his arms and his legs inside and just over to the box and plops back down. Starts to shrink back to normal.
I'm gonna lean into it, Pepper. Careful about killing his cats. He can eat us.
I'm not even worried about it. He's a sappy softy.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, he can eat us.
Well, and then I'd be regurgitated and back to this hell in no time. It's not like I'm going anywhere.
Yeah, you do come back, but let me just say, having been eaten by him 4 times, it's not fun.
I roll my eyes.
That's why with this body, I've been pushing up a lot. I'm ready. I'm gonna rip his jaws off if he does again, but you know, it sucks.
Why are we even here anyway?
Because I killed like 500 people.
I mean, I'm not talking about here as in hell. I know why I'm here in hell. Are you stupid?
I don't know. I mean, I thought you're getting poetic on me. You've been kind of weird
No,
today.
I want to know why I'm in this place.
Why are we all here?
Tax evasion.
Oh,
Well,
because we didn't pay our taxes.
I made a deal when I put my offshore accounts together, and I thought it was a solidified thing when I wouldn't get caught and then Marcus.
I mean, I just forgot and broke my pewter. Actually, let's all clear the air. Everybody, why the hell did y'all not? How the hell did all 4 of us not pay our taxes? That is
Well,
kind
I
of
did. I didn't torture the cats, but I wasn't
Oh
going to
yeah,
tell them that.
I got you, dude.
Yeah,
Cor-
they get a wind of that. They
Cortorio.
will torture them.
Corton.
Corton, what happened to yours, man?
I submitted them with 68 based on the wrong tax code.
Wrong tax code.
Man, really?
Nerd.
Just to
Nerd.
take me out.
I was 1 quarter behind.
How is this guy? How
Look
are
at the
you?
cool guy thing. He's doing it right.
Man, look at that. All 3
Look,
y'all made
all
an
I've done
effort.
everything perfectly. I shut down the Katy freeway going through this Houston place because I whispered into somebody's ear so that they looked the wrong way from their car at a different, at a beautiful woman in the car next to them, and they caused a huge wreck. And it caused lots and lots of little evil to spread out through the freeway. No,
Oh,
do
man,
I
I've
get any
heard that place
recommendations for
already,
that?
Harold.
No.
You
Do
just
I get
beating
any
a dead
credit
horse.
for that? No.
Interesting. I mean, I'm a little bit impressed. I can't lie about that.
Look,
I just
I
think
know
this
it's
is
not
all dumb.
craftsmanship, but
It's
Like,
chaos.
This
It's
is
a
hell.
respectful,
I
you
thought
know,
they were going to reward me for not paying my taxes.
I know what. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Aren't we doing what we're supposed to be doing in hell? Not following
I was.
rules?
I tortured at least 742 things.
were you in? Was it in financial limbo though?
I don't even know. I just enjoy my work so much that I lose track of what I'm doing every day. And taxes roll around again, and normally I just write a number down, and this year I
You're not
wasn't even
interviewing
asked
for a
for it.
job. You don't have to be, so enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, you don't have to be a goody good
Oh,
two
what can I
shoes.
say? I'm a natural. I like ripping them apart.
Now that's fair. But being like, I love this. I mean, you're not interviewing with any of us. I mean, unless you're trying to get with. Um, I'm sorry, I don't. I hate queues.
Man, I'm like half a body over here. I'm impressing nobody.
I don't know. Your dick's literally on fire. That's got to be hot shit.
That's a new one for me. I still haven't
piss.
processed that. I'm putting that off.
Definitely hot piss.
Oh God.
All right. So I don't know anybody's names here except for Quattro.
Corton.
The rest of them seem to escape me for the moment. But if you really do have money offshore, Pepper character, maybe we should all just make a run for it.
All
I
You
don't
know,
even know what my name is.
let's do a quick round to see if we can remember all the names. There's Corton, James's character. Nimoy, Pepper's character.
Nimoy, yeah.
Yes. Those are the two I remembered.
Shit.
Right. What do you got, Kosher?
I don't remember that. I can't. Nope.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down whenever he said it, so I'm not
Oh.
remembering it.
All I got was Quattro, and that wasn't even one of them.
Oh shit. There's definitely a Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, that was the thing. There's a
He's
tax
doing
guy.
viral here, so
Well, I mean, they're in the VOD somewhere.
I think there was a Cubit and a Tico.
Definitely neither of those.
No.
Mm,
How about Bout Binthar?
That
there
sounds
been-
like one of them. One of them definitely had a B in it. I think Kosher's name had a B in it. I don't know. We'll figure it out
Bernard.
later. We're gonna call him B and Sand. Sand was Dungeon's name.
Sand.
Sand,
Because he
yes, Sand was
pounds
He
sand all the
pounds
time.
sand. Yes, that was my
Yep.
inspiration. All right, we got 3 out of 4. We're doing good. We're gonna call Kosher's character B until
B.
further notice.
Hey, B.
I'm a bee.
I'm a B. I'm a B. I'm a B.
I'm
That
a
is
bee.
so cute.
right.
Yes.
All right, so those are the names. Go. You were saying,
Alright,
why
so-
are we here? I don't know.
So you got all that money.
Mhm.
Do you think we could just sneak out of here and like where? So I know we're like insinuating stuff. Is that outside of hell? Like far
mean,
shore or like shore
Now,
adjacent?
we're not getting away from it. It's the same place generally, but I've heard great things about it. Sounds pretty nice. So
We're talking like Bali.
I mean, it seems a little tropical, but it's obviously a little bit more, hot climate wise, very uncomfortably hot. But I do hear, a little bit about actual water and in a hot tub sense. So
Hmm.
it sounds very appealing. I mean, we could try. What else are we doing? We're just sitting around thinking about the fact that we suck at taxes.
I mean, didn't you fall though? I mean, isn't that part of the point? Like, aren't we supposed to not be there?
I don't know.
Oh goodness.
I mean, whatever's
I'm
supposed to be
here.
happening to me here, I don't think it's really happening. So might as well go try something somewhere else, right?
I agree. I mean, maybe there'll be more imps that we can kill over there or something. I'm sure there's some sort of entertainment.
Hmm.
It's better than sitting here and wondering about taxes all day.
Let's
Might as
take
well
the
go
service
see my-
elevator.
Oh,
I pull up my
Alright,
hell
let's
phone
go.
and start dialing something to try and teleport somewhere else.
Okay. You pull out your hell phone and you.
Is that a 7?
the hell phone
How'd you get a
7?
7?
Yeah, he pulls out his hell phone 7 and starts to dial. You hear doo doo doo. I'm sorry. The number you have dialed is incorrect.
B, you ain't got any friends, do you? My number's 6666667. Were you
I
trying to
dial
call me?
that.
Okay. You dial it 6666667. I'm sorry. The number you have dialed has been disconnected. They did
Oh
not pay
my
their
God. That's weird.
taxes.
B, take your cats and let's go.
Let me turn on my
Alright.
ringtone. I think I couldn't hear it. Just I'm walking on sunshine, starts playing really loud.
Alright, let's go to the cloakroom and get some disguises before we hop on the service elevator and go up.
Ooh, disguise is my favorite.
All right.
Hey
See,
Sam, can you
I can disguise myself as
dig
a
me out a
backpack.
little spot to put these cats so they don't get away?
You gotta
What?
leave your cats. Nobody cares about these cats. Come on, we gotta get out of here.
I'm not leaving until that's done.
There's
I
a
know.
carrier, isn't there? The carrier over there. In that corner.
Man, you're gonna really hate me for this, but we gotta get the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna pull my hands up and I'm just gonna try and just like slam and
you
just
try and
smash that
smash his
box.
cats.
This
Oh
is the whole
no.
box.
Oh
Oh.
no. Roll with a -1.
Oh my gosh.
You pull up your big hands, but you're one of those slow and heavy kind of guys. So you like Kosher B, you see him like raising the fist, and he's making a big smashy fist, and it gets bigger. It's like, and you know he's coming for the box, but it's gonna happen so slowly. You can just kind of.
All right, shit. I had to try, but come on, man, we gotta get out of here. Do something with them.
Unreal.
Well, you're the one with the big hands. Just dig me a little hole.
Oh, okay.
We don't need a hole. We have transportation. We're not peasants.
I'm not taking them with me. I'm not risking it.
He wants to hide the cats.
They got souls. We way too much heat trying to sneak them out.
In a bag or something.
They got souls. It's gonna be hard enough to get 4 of us out.
He's trying. He wants to hide them here, guys. He's trying to get you to dig him a hole so he can bury the cat box here.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm pulling up floorboards and digging through the ground as we speak.
Okay.
Won't they die? I'm confused.
We're not gonna put the hole back.
To die?
No, this is hell.
Guy down
We're
here?
not gonna fill the hole back in. We're just gonna put the boards over it.
Hmm.
All right. So you make a little hole. You put the boards back on top, and you can hear mew, 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 mew over and over and over. My dog is very concerned about the mewing.
What?
Cats here? Centipede in my vagina?
What?
More likely than you think.
What?
I missed that.
All I heard was in my vagina. I was very confused.
I just cited a very old meme. Hang on. You all ready for this?
I'm so
At
ready.
least it has origin. I
So
like
there
it.
used to just be this fucking banner at. Oh, I put it in roll 20. Used to just be this fucking banner ad on just all these web pages about like fucking like checking your PC for viruses and stuff. And then I don't know where I originally saw this, but somebody took it and did this with it. And I never forgot how fucking funny this was.
Centipedes in my vagina?
Yeah,
It's more likely than you think.
yeah.
Check.
It was one of these fucking things back when the internet was young and innocent.
Holy shit, that's fantastic and so weird. I love it.
Yeah, I think it's for like Norton antivirus or something.
Of course.
It would have to be.
And I'm gonna be. I just leave to make sure everybody else leaves before I do, so they can't
Come back
and
for your
try and
kittens.
get
All
back.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Nimoy, are you withdrawing your savings?
A small amount, just enough to have a nice little vacation. I have quite a bit,
So you're
stored
not trying
away.
to relocate. You just want a little time off.
Yeah.
All right. The two most popular vacation destinations in the Nine Hells are the city of Dis, and which is famous for its nightlife, and the border between Stygia and Malbolge, which is the only place in hell which has a functioning beach.
We're going to that one.
Okay. All right. You guys, you pull out your hellular device, punch a few buttons, and move a little bit of your funds from your offshore account to your onshore account, and then you guys head for the service elevator.
All right.
Where are we headed, Captain Nimoy?
Where was it?
They just call it
Yeah.
they just call it Heliboo Beach.
It's Heliboo Beach. I'm very excited.
Ooh, I've heard that place
We're going to
before.
stay in one of those tiki hut things. It's right over the water. Well, it's not water, but you know, it's close
So
enough.
good.
It's Liquid Souls. I mean, same thing.
Same thing.
Hopefully, the Eternal Merle convention has cleared up.
Yes, hopefully.
No, it'll probably still be going on.
Still a beach.
True. All right, you guys head for the service elevator. Now, to get to the service elevator, you have to make a pretty long trek. It's keyed in such a way that only fiendish blood can activate the elevator to prevent, adventurers and their fucking bullshit from, easily traversing the layers. So you guys head for the service elevator. It takes you, some untold hellish amount of time to walk there. You arrive. There's a crowd outside the elevator. Looks like about 6,000 gnomes.
Gnomes.
What is this? What is this? Oh God!
Is Gnome Chomsky in town?
Who?
Oh no.
It looks like we got.
Can we go a back way?
You see, up at the front-ish area, not the very front, but the front-ish area near the center of the crowd of gnomes. There's a gnome that's taller than the others, like 2 inches taller than the whole rest of the gnome crowd. He's got a luscious black mustache and beard, and wears a hat that's obnoxiously tall. It's neon yellow, has these like hot pink stars on it, and he strokes a beard that is like super green. It's real long, so he has to, he makes these big exaggerated beard stroking motions.
That guy seems important.
I'm gonna see this guy and I'm gonna groan.
All right, look, let's just be as boring as possible, and the gnomes will want to leave us alone.
I'm actually gonna take a little, bamboo shoot out of my robe, and I'm gonna raise it up, aim it, and
Try and dart Gnome
pull
Chomsky.
apart. Yeah,
Okay. Roll +1.
this is gonna be great.
Unfortunately, the dart, on perfect target, headed straight for his eye, flies through the air. And he doesn't even move. His luxurious mustache, the right side of it, turns into a small hand and just
Ugh,
snags it out of the air.
guy. What a douchebag!
Who is that?
Some fucking hipster bullshit that came to hell sometime in the mid 2015 era, and he's a bag of dicks, and that's all I know.
Yeah, we got to get to that elevator. That was a good shot.
Can't believe his fucking mustache.
Having drawn attention to yourselves, the 5,999 gnomes who were not looking at you now are. They
Take a
turn.
picture.
They turn and using like swarm hive mind, just steps, like this huge cacophony, and there's just
Oh,
12,000 eyes staring at your little group.
good. Now that we have your attention, we have a medical emergency. I have the hell clap. I may only have days to live. We
And
need
if
to
you
get
get
to the
close,
elevator.
he will rub it all over you. So
It's going everywhere. I'm very active right now.
Several of the gnomes nearest to the group, so in the back of the crowd, pull out a variety of sharp-looking tinkerer's tools, and they start to walk towards the group. Oh, that sounds very interesting. I would love to study this hell trap. Yes, is it on fire by the hell flame or the real flame?
I'm gonna turn over to B and just say, "Hey, can you throw me at the leader?"
Kosher, that's you. You're B.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Just slap me once.
Pulls up
Big
his
old
big
backhand
ass
right
fucking
across the
giant
face.
hand just across the
It's
face.
hard. Yeah.
And then I get real angry.
All
And then
right.
I get real big.
All right.
And then
Starts to
I-
hulk up, turns into his Pac-Man with arms and legs form. The gnomes are like, oh, I got a burger. I want a tooth.
And then I'm gonna hurl him.
Okay.
I'm gonna hurl.
Roll at a +1 for me, B.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, distracted by the gnomes who are already starting to climb each other's shoulders and pull on one of your front teeth. You pick him up and you attempt to hurl him, but the forward momentum, it combined with the gnomes yanking on your mouth, just pushes the both of you straight forward. And you just kind of slam him into the ground. Now, I mean, luckily, you do kill like 4 gnomes just because they happen to be in the way. So you falling plus the slam just squashes 4 gnomes.
Oh, sorry. Are y'all? They're okay. They said they're okay.
No, they're not okay.
I'm upset at this point.
Oh, they're talking. They just need ICU.
They don't need anything. They're dead.
They're okay. Look. And I grab one of the little hands and wave it around. They're fine. They're
He
leaving.
pulls just
Why are
the
you
hand
worried
off the
about these
ground,
shit?
waves the hand.
We just need to get him to hospital. We need to get to that elevator.
Hospital in hell. That there is.
Hospital.
It's a
I'm
real
sorry. I
thing.
know there's
Yes,
hell before.
Yeah, we're going. It's called the waiting room.
indeed.
Yes. You can send them there. It's not that bad.
Everyone just form a line. It's okay. I'm gonna take them with me in the elevator.
More gnomes are starting to approach with tools out.
So I'm gonna start grabbing them and eating them.
You just start scooping them up. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm tired of this bullshit. They're already messing with me once. I'm done with it.
All right.
I'm gonna attempt to call on all of my like necromantic powers, but I'm
Okay.
gonna like do something, that I saw in a movie once.
All right.
Maybe it was a TV show. Maybe
Okay.
it wasn't a movie.
That's actually how all hell powers are powered.
But I'm
TV.
just gonna like focus
Mhm.
my mind,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna go like, in traditional like Goku stance.
Okay.
"Ah!" And then I'm gonna just like have this aura of like, instead of yellow or blue or maybe even red, it's gonna be black.
Of course. Yeah.
But I am gonna have the hair.
All right.
So
Okay.
Yes.
So you're trying to go super.
I'm gonna try-
You're gonna try and go super Necro Saiyan.
exactly.
Okay.
And-
Uh,
And I'm going full Pac-Man. Just walk.
full
walk.
Pac-Man. You're pulling in the arms and legs and growing the face even more.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Roll. Both of you roll with a +1 for me.
Okay.
Nice. And of course not. Okay. So you go. And your hair does it like starts to perk up and it's turning a shiny kind of black, got some luster to it, and then you sharded yourself. Damn it.
Damn it!
I don't think that
It's all
helps.
how it happens in the show. I'll be right back. Gotta change.
B, you pull in your arms and legs, you go full Pac-Man, and when you do this, you're like all of you that's not mouth has like little centipede tentacle legs, just like teeny tiny ones, and so that's how you like propel yourself. So they push off and you start rolling forward at turns, crushing and eating gnomes as you pile into the crowd.
I'm gonna follow his approach, and I'm gonna start spinning a circle real quick, doing real quick somersaults, and try and Sonic the Hedgehog bowling ball through him.
Okay. Roll regular for me.
Oh, counterbalancing myself with my 10-foot penis in order to make sure it doesn't roll out of control.
Right, of course.
Which is on fire and
A
lighting them on
flaming
fire as it
10-foot
hits them.
penis. Soft
Yeah.
show, so you can whip people with it.
Right,
That's
right.
Give him the hellish burning mushroom stamp.
What do you roll for that?
+1, of course.
Oh, of course.
Oh my
Excellent.
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
The burning mushroom stamp ball o' death just rolls into the crowd. Sometimes you're rolling forward, and so it like lays people down. You're dicking them down. Sometimes you turn into a horizontal spin and you dick tornado them. But either way, there's a lot of burning mushrooms through the crowd.
Yeah. Also, the arms are out, trying to punch them and crush them.
Right. That's how you're propelling yourself in the various directions.
And my goal is not to get to the elevator; is to get to this douchebag. No,
Well, he's also in front of the elevator, so that's fine.
Okay. All right. There we go. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, same.
I forgot James's character's name.
Corton.
Corton. What are you up to?
Just
Croutons.
Croutons.
crouton. Watch it. Being thoroughly entertained by the chaos in front of me,
Okay.
and then probably like, you know what? I'm gonna actually get my phone out, and I'm going to dial into the elevator like hold music that occasionally plays when you make that one call to somebody, to a call center, and you know you're not going to hear back from them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put it onto speakerphone. I'm going to walk towards the gnomes to try to bore them out of their mind.
Okay. You dial in. Boop, 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 boop. That's the hell ringtone, just in case you guys didn't know. Boop, boop. Then like randomly somewhere between the 13th and the 32nd ring, it plays some sort of like weird dissonant chord, but you never know which one it's gonna be. But like boop, 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 and that rings for a long time. Finally, it picks up. Hello, this is the boring service line. We're glad you called. Please feel free to phone us for all boring torture needs. Would you like A. Press 1 to bore your target with an endless stream of drivel, or B. Press 2 to bore your targets with the words of God? C. Press 3. Bore your targets with the 1937 Texas Rangers speech on the day of their final victory. Or F. Press 7 to hear these options again.
7 times.
I'm just going to hit 7 over and over and over again as I'm walking through.
Okay. You turn it on mega speakerphone, because that's what a hell phone would definitely have that. You know, you hit speaker, then you hit speaker again, and it gets super loud and staticky and crackly. And it says,
Default on speak.
yeah. And it goes up to the impossibly loud, and he just holds it up and starts wading into the gnome crowd. Boo boo, boo boo, boo boo. Hello, welcome to the boring service. And he just wades in. The gnomes look up having heard a mechanical voice, being excited, and then they hear the boring service, which they invented as a means of buying their way into hell. But they, of course, they hate it themselves, and so all of them flee in terror as as you wade in with the boring service on super speakerphone.
Wow.
Nimoy, you've burned off the waist and swapped shorts. What are you doing now?
Well, out of character, I'm probably gonna go soon. So, I don't know. Like, I want to do something before I leave.
All right.
Well, I run back inside to change.
Okay.
I have finally come back outside after changing.
Yes.
I am wearing a very stylish velour sweat set.
Of course. What color is it?
2000s. It's hot. It's definitely hot pink.
Hell yeah.
Standard.
Yeah.
It is Juicy Couture.
Of course.
Okay, for those who know.
Of course.
And I'm back, and I'm very impressed with what my my fellow roommates have done here.
Mhm,
So I'm just gonna look around and go, oh, very nice. All right, are we ready to go now?
Oh no,
We're not.
no. As soon as I get to this one last gnome, one with the doocy mustache.
Right. Can't
Oh,
be.
he's still.
And the
Yes.
big hat.
He's still fine.
Yep, I'm gonna grab a hold of him.
Hold on, I gotta find
I'm
out.
gonna
I gotta
add-
find out what Nimoy's doing. And then we'll come back around to the party.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what? I'm gonna find that man. I look around. Do I spot him? Is he still around?
He's still obnoxious right in the middle of the crowd.
What the hell are you still doing here? So much happened. All right, so that's it. And I'm gonna wander up to him, and then I'm just gonna
Grab his hat.
I'm gonna take out a small pamphlet. And I'm actually gonna take out, aside from the pamphlet, I'm gonna pull out a door, a full-size door, and I'm gonna put it between him and I'm gonna knock on the door. Does he answer? Does he crack the door open?
Hello? He calls out from the other side of the door. Who's there?
Hello. I would like to talk to you today about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm with the Jehovah's Witnesses. How are you doing today, sir?
No! He grabs the door, slams it shut, and jumps off his box. Starts running for the elevator door.
Yes. Well, that takes care of him. Trick I had, waiting for the right opportunity on that one.
Just when you think there's no more room in hell for Jehovah's Witnesses, you bring it back.
It's fine. There's always a time and a place for it. Anywho, who's ready to go?
He gets to the door, turns around, and you see him. I will not be beaten by the Jehovah's Witnesses again! No! Never again! No! And so, I will have my vengeance. And he, his mustache turns into two hands and starts to flex. And you see the big hot pink stars on his obnoxious, wizard hat start to glow. This dangerous hot pink fiery aura. And they blast forth. I need you to roll -2, Nimoy. Unfortunately, you were unable to dodge the hot pink Death Stars. They just... You fall to the ground, your hellish demon form punctured by these huge hot pink bullets of starry death. You're dying on the ground.
I'm gonna roll over there. Nimoy! Oh no! And I
It's
get there.
fine. I'll be back again in like 4 hours or something. I'm
gonna-
just pissed that these are the same color pink as my velour.
I'm gonna grab her phone. What's your password?
Password? What is my password? I think it's pickle butter.
Pickle butter.
Oh.
Yes.
Ah, gross. Okay. All right. I'll see you at the beach.
All right, see you there.
Just spawn in wherever your phone is.
All
And then I'll
right.
roll back over to the group with the phone.
Okay. All right. The remaining three of you make it to the elevator, leaving Nimoy's rapidly being dissected corpse behind. As
Oh yeah, and then I'll look over at the guy with the hat. That was really mean. And then go to the elevator.
Just slap him with your dick across the face, just once.
It does. It hits him right in the face as I roll away.
his mustache hand just
And he grabs
Before
the
we go
dick.
to
grabs
leave.
it.
If I'm
Right,
not-
and holds it, stretches out like some ridiculous silly putty, and then
Right.
shoots back like a rubber band and propels me forward.
Fantastic.
Of course.
Yeah.
This is hell.
Yes. All right.
Well-
Goodbye, Pepper. We'll see you
Goodbye.
next time.
Goodbye. See you guys later.
Oh wait. I was gonna need the full
Ah.
frame. Hang on.
What are you doing? I'm confused about what we're doing.
He's doing an
Try to wave
exaggerated
goodbye with
version.
full frame.
Right.
Wipe it all clean.
Okay. You
That's
say
all.
so. Alrighty. Swap to the 4-cam setup to dial. There we go. Alright. The three of you make it to the elevator. The big gnome flexes his mustache and then disappears in a puff of hot pink smoke. You're at the elevator. What do you do?
It's all going to hell in a handbasket.
A handbasket appears next to the elevator.
Oh, have you used one of these before?
Oh yeah. Okay. Now you pick up the handbasket. I'll poke the button, and then we'll ride the elevator down.
I heard that this takes blood to work.
It requires a right arm. Somebody's right arm. Might be yours. Might be somebody else's.
All right. How about this? And I just like take it and just grow it to like 4 times the normal size and just put part of it in there. Can't feel too much.
So you're putting part of your right arm in?
Whatever fits.
Are you ripping your right arm off or not?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Putting it in.
Oh, you're literally just putting your still totally attached arm in the basket or something?
I mean, I was gonna I grew it big and I was
Right.
gonna like put part of it into it, right?
Okay.
It's like
All
set
right.
it onto it.
Yeah, you just lean onto your left arm and set your arm into the basket.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh, look over my shoulder. Are there gnome bodies? There's plenty of gnome bodies back there,
Shitloads
right?
of gnome bodies.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yank a right arm off one of those and toss it in there.
All right. The right arm flies in, starts to bleed what little blood it had left in it into the basket. And you hear bah!
Is that a good noise?
I mean, that's the wrong noise, but in some ways, the wrong thing is the. I can't say the word that we really shouldn't, but
Let me
that-
try this.
sometimes
Grab a whole
right.
gnome and put it in there.
Ow, that hurt.
Bah!
All right, everyone into the elevator.
Wait, one more thing. I'm gonna roll over and grab Nimoy's right arm, rip it off the corpse, and put it in the basket.
Bing!
Okay, let's go.
All right. The elevator doors, the lift open, and you go inside. You see 9 buttons. What do you press?
and look at them. like
Do you guys remember what layer Stygia
mean-
and Malbug is?
I think Stygia is the last one, so let's click 9. Ding.
Okay.
Fries are done.
All
gonna-
right.
I'm gonna pull out Nimoy's phone and see if it has any sort of like information about location where we're headed to on it.
You pull out Nimoy's phone, and as the lift starts to like rocket huge, like full speed straight down towards 9th floor, you start paging through her phone. Looks like Nimoy's got one of those people who downloads like a shitload of apps and never deletes them. So there's just tons of apps on it. You know, what are you looking for? Because you're gonna have trouble finding it.
It's Kingdom Rush, Kingdom Crush, Crush Kingdom, Kingdom Crush Rush. Fuck.
Use the search function. Come on. We're not animals.
Search.
Speak for yourself. I'm part something.
Plesiosaur.
That's
Sure,
what-
let's go with that.
That's what you're searching for, plesiosaur. Okay.
He's part plesiosaur.
having not found anything, it you know it doesn't show you any apps. Then it pulls up a Bing search result. Of course,
Hmm.
it says plesiosaur, a dinosaur from the material plane.
Yeah, I know. Bill Gatesia. Find beach.
Find Hell Beach.
It pulls up.
We're like boomers using this.
Yep. It Bing searches, pulls up the motel named Last Beach.
Is this it?
No. Sorry.
Which-
Search Heliboo
What
Beach.
hell is it on?
Hell Beach?
Heliboo Beach.
Wait, you had a 7. You probably know how to use this better than me. Here, you take it. Her password is pickle something.
Oh no.
He hands it over to
Here,
you.
go. Don't let the screen fade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hurry up and touch it and move it.
Okay.
And I'm like,
all right.
I type in Bing search, Heliboo Beach.
Heliboo Beach, a beach resort in the layers of hell between the 5th and 6th layer.
Which one were we going to?
The
Nah.
elevator.
Get me.
The elevator gives a great raucous bong, and you see the number 9 light up. The doors begin to open.
I immediately searched 9th layer of hell, question mark.
The 9th layer of hell, Nessus, the last and deepest layer of hell, a land of great extremes. Never comfortable, always burning hot or freezing cold. Nothing here is good, or comfortable, or happy.
Click 5.
A basket appears inside the elevator.
I'm gonna look out the door. Do I see anybody around?
No.
Who hit the button?
Who hit?
I think Nimoy hit the button.
Nimoy was dead. She definitely did not hit the button.
Laugh a little bit. Let's go find someone's arm.
Or we can
Alright.
take the person's arm that pushed the button.
Well, you know what? I guess we do regrow them.
You do, but it takes hours and it's really painful. And you're gonna be, like fucking lopsided for hours.
I'm gonna say I'm out because I literally am just 2 arms and a little in the middle. Which y'all wants to put your arm in that basket?
The one that touched the button.
Kind of fair. Plus, we need you to work the phone.
Well, Nimoy's not here, so
I
Yeah,
go to reach for
that
his
up.
arm.
B reaches over to grasp your arm.
It'll grow back. It's not that bad. It just kind of sucks.
All right. B rips Sans arm off.
Oh no.
Oh no, not
My-
Sans. I was going for Crouton.
Corton.
Oh, you're going for
Corton.
Corton's arm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. B reaches over to grab Corton's arm. Corton, how do you respond?
I grab his arm back.
Okay.
Sand laughs.
1, 2, 3, pull.
You both rip each other's arms off?
Yes.
All right.
At least y'all got legs.
Both of you rip an arm off. It's agony for both of you, and you'll be lopsided for let's roll.
Ow.
4 hours.
You got legs.
You
It's
get
okay.
you gout blood from the armhole. You drop one of the arms into the basket. Now you've got a spare arm just in case you want to go for another ride, I guess. What button do you press?
I try and push 5 and 6 together
Okay.
at the same time.
All right. Roll a 1d2. Okay. The elevator begins to shoot upwards. Eventually, not too much longer. It welcome to Malbolg.
All right, we made it. Put your arm back on. We're going in.
I try and put my arm on Corton.
On Corton, you just shove it over.
Does it mend?
Corton, do you attempt to regenerate your arm using his?
Just think about having an arm.
James, did we lose you?
Yeah. Yes, I'm here.
He's trying to put his arm on your body. Do you attempt to regenerate using his arm?
This seems weird. No.
All right.
Just think about arms.
It would be extremely oversized. Like he's a much bulkier devil than you.
Yeah, I'll take the arm and try to shove it back into his socket too.
Okay. He takes it from you and just tries to slap it back onto your shoulder.
Hmm.
What do you do,
Yeah, I
B?
want to try and regrow it.
All right. You can. It takes a little effort, but they knit back together, and you've got both arms.
All right. Put a little hell dirt on that. Feel like nothing.
You spit on it, rub some dirt in the wound. That's it. You're good.
In fact, we could go jump in the healing waters of Build-A-Bog, and we'll feel better in no time, right?
You head out of the service elevator. Malbolg is mostly kind of like awkward flatland, kind of like bone forests. Not bone trees, just literally like giant rib cages tall enough to be trees. And then like huge lopsided fortresses. The stone here is impossible to cut in even like sides. And so all the buildings are like 8 bricks on one wall, 47 bricks on another, and they're never the same height. And there's a window on one side, but it's weirdly like trapezoidal. And there's another window on the other side, but it doesn't actually open for some reason. You walk out and you see this like huge avenue that leads through this like fortress-esque city, and all the buildings are misshapen. All the inhabitants are these like black ironclad. You're not sure if they're automatons or if there are like devils and fiends inside the armor, because it's like a full face cover, full and no exposed areas. And then on the far, like way down the avenue with your excellent devil vision, you see what looks to be a crowd of non-metal clad creatures of some kind. They're really far away though. You step out of the elevator, and one of the large metal clad people steps forward. Ow.
Ungawa.
Do. You.
We've got the power.
Do.
Do.
Like I do.
Roll the +1. Alright. 3 other large metal figures come out of the guard gatehouse and they start doing the robot.
This is a real vacation. Like they're making it fun. Wow. It's been a long time.
A slightly undersized imp, but with like oversized wings, so like very small body, big wings, comes awkwardly winging out of a nearby building. With every flap of its wings, it like bounces way up into the air because its wings are too big for the ratio of its weight of the weight of its body. So it gets way too much lift and bounces up and then drifts down some more. Bounces up.
Wizbo?
Drifts down. No, yeah.
Wizbo, is that you?
Wishbo.
Market?
Wishbo is my cousin. I saw him last week. I believe he recently made a transition to the City of Dis's travel agency.
Oh yeah, I knew he left. Sorry. Yeah. He's a good guy.
I am Bowiz. Welcome to Malbolg.
Thank you. We loved your dancing robots. That was so cool.
Yes, it is one of our many attractions.
Yeah, we were here looking for Malbog Beach.
Hellebu Beach.
Helbu Beach at Malbog, yeah.
Yes. Hellebu Beach can be found at the end of the avenue, but first you must either pay or pass the trials.
Are the trials easy?
No.
How much do we have to pay?
18 Earth dollars worth of value.
Can we just charge it to our tax returns?
No, we have had too many fraudulent charges lately and are no
Who would
longer
do that?
accepting taxes return IOUs.
Who would
But
do that?
being from hell, wouldn't we want fraud?
Yes, but when you want other people to commit fraud. When you commit fraud, it just makes more paperwork.
Okay. B, you still got the phone up?
So if I were to convince you to commit fraud, that would actually be like very in tune with what we want to do down here.
Correct, that would earn you 4 Hellbucks.
Ooh, I could get 4 coffees with that.
You could, Hell coffees. Not the regular kind.
Yes.
B, you look down at the phone, but you were distracted by the robot dancers, and you let the screen go dark.
So what was the password?
Butter pickle. Pickle butter. Ha ha.
Nice remembering.
Okay.
Alright, you put in pickle butter, and it unlocks.
Hell yeah.
Now what?
All right, open up the bank app, man. We can just pay. We should have an account here through our friend Nimoy.
Well, if she has Hellbo, the money transfer app, then we can do business.
Yeah, I believe she transferred it over here for all 4 of us to use right before she died, but she will be rematerializing on her phone there shortly.
We have not received any transfers from a Nimoy today. Are you sure she didn't transfer it to her phone to then transfer to us? Have you checked the Helmo app?
B,
Yeah,
you're gonna.
I search for Helmo.
You
on the
open
phone.
up, you pop open Helmo, and yeah, you can see that Nimoy recently transferred 166 Earth bucks to her phone account.
Yep. Who do I send it to?
That would be me, Bangwiz, to 18 Earth bucks apiece.
Bangwiz, don't pull that hustle. What do we really have to pay to get to the beach?
Well, what do you mean? That would you're right. It
Hey,
is
come on.
20 Earth bucks apiece. My mistake.
Oh,
That's the
we're
wrong
gonna go
direction,
down
man.
that
It's not
road.
going to
Yeah,
your personal account. Don't send it to his account. This is bullshit. Wizbo
Yeah,
about you.
we're gonna go to the desk.
Oh, all right. I will meet you at the desk.
Hang on. I like your hustle though. How about we pay you half of what you're ripping us off for, and you just show us how to get to the beach?
I cannot. I will meet you at the desk. He flies over towards the a little, like, basically a lemonade stand. It's just like ramshackle driftwood that just says beach desk.
I keep walking and go where the crowd was.
You're just gonna walk up the avenue.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the other two?
Hey, Wizbo, how about you just walk with us and we can take a little tour?
No.
Come on, it'll be fun.
It
As I
won't.
walk past him.
All right, you walk on by. He said he's not coming. What's that, big dog?
Why? I'm gonna yell back over my shoulder. Wire us up for the beach. I'll pay you when we get back.
Have fun with the trials.
Mind if we take a 5-minute break here?
Yes, the dog needs to go outside. That's a good time. Let's do it. See y'all in 5 minutes.
Right.
We return. Corton, your two companions, have bypassed the entry and are headed down the avenue. What are you doing? That's you, James.
I'm sorry, I'm totally blanking out right now. Please
As soon as
repeat.
the gate dude yelled, "Had fun at the trials," I was going to yell ahead to be, "Hey, let's just go back and pay."
All right,
B, what do you do?
turn back around to go to him.
You're not B, you're Corton.
Oh, okay.
I ask you, I'm like, do you guys really think that we're not getting scammed here?
I don't maybe, but I want to get. I don't have to go to a trial.
We're absolutely gonna get scammed, but it would be a funny world if we went around trusting each other to do what we said we would do, right?
I just want to
Yeah.
hang out.
Go. Okay, I'll go back with them.
All right. You head back to the kiosk, this little lemonade stand, beach desk. Ah, welcome back. That would
The
be.
trials were great.
I doubt that. Please, 22 earth bucks apiece.
We passed the trials. It should be free. We just need the keys.
That's not how it works. If you had passed the trials, you would be at the beach.
We were, but then we came out. They wouldn't let us back in, so we need keys.
And you'll have to pass the trials again. As you've
That'll
done
be-
it once, then obviously it will be simple.
Right. It was really easy the first time, so I
Right,
mean, maybe
so
it's the
go
second
ahead.
time.
Yeah,
Why waste so
but
much?
we want to save time, so
Right.
Can we just pay you half then, so we don't have to do it again?
No.
Have you passed the trials?
No, of course not.
What is the trials?
You said you had passed
Come on,
them.
what is it? What actually is it? Come on.
You just said that you had
It
passed
doesn't
the
matter.
trials.
Come on, be real. What the hell is the trials?
Well, they are trials.
Is it like a bicycle contest?
I have not taken
I'll
them.
just go ahead and pay him the money.
All right, 22 apiece. We got that,
22 earth bucks apiece.
and then one extra for how hospitable you were.
23 earth bucks apiece?
No, I was gonna tip you $1
Oh,
for the
22 earth bucks and $1.
yeah.
Excellent.
Help you build up your stand a little better.
Oh, yes, excellent. Well,
I mean, it looks so rickety. We didn't think this was something official. We thought we were getting scammed.
here are your passes. Enjoy the beach. He holds out 4 wooden coins.
Thank you. Just straight ahead there, right?
Yes, just up the road.
Can you come with us this time since we paid?
No,
What if I tip an extra buck?
I still cannot.
What if I pick you up and bring you?
I will be teleported back to the gate.
Oh my God, really? You're a slave to this gate?
I am.
Do you want to kind of like walk along with us then?
No.
Okay. I'm going to grab him and take him with us.
All right. He gets like 10 feet up the road, just blinks out of your arms back to the kiosk.
You're welcome. I yell over my shoulder.
Go to hell.
what a
Yeah,
joke.
his cousin's a buddy of mine. There's no way he's happy stuck at that desk.
Okay. You head up the avenue. About halfway there, this huge, corpulent, extremely obese devil kind of like slowly ambles into the road in your way. And it looks up and down, licks its extremely large, bulbous lips, and says to you, passes.
I got through.
Y'all pull out your wooden tokens.
Yes.
Okay. He looks down and reaches into a big, like, just kind of like pocket of flesh, like under a huge flap of skin. Pulls out very tiny reading glasses. Puts them in front of his big black beady eyes. Ugh. Welcome to Malibu Beach. Tucks him back into the fold.
Thank you.
Ambles out of the way.
Man, I could really go for a hot towel about now.
You hear from a nearby bungalow the sound of an older, probably male voice going, "Oh yeah, hot towel sounds nice."
Oh shit. Let's go to the right.
Okay. You head into the beach and take a stark turn away from the hot towel voice. You can see up ahead of you, maybe like a mile away, like off the beach and into the water. There's like a wall of icebergs, and then and you can tell that that's probably where the border between these two layers is. But between here and there, between the beach and the wall of iceberg is like a murky, blackish, ocean or sea of some kind, and then you are on this black kind of crystal sand. To human skin, it would be entirely untenable. It's all tiny, sharp little daggers, but all devils just have a naturally thicker kind of body in their skin. So to you, it's very pleasant. It gives you a little acupuncture onto your feet, very nice, and you get very very soothing as you gotta like step into the sand, and it just barely pricks around all your skin. Kosher is very amused.
Let's start doing
Dungeon
snow
style.
demons.
Snow demons.
Yeah.
Sand demons.
Sand demons. Yeah, just
All right.
wrapping my arms around.
Okay. You land in the snow and do
Yep.
half,
Arms are going. Windshield wipers going. Feeling
half
great.
sand demon / circle, basically.
This is the most relaxed I've ever been in hell.
What are you doing, B?
Nemo had a great idea.
I'm just gonna get in the water, swim a little bit.
You head down into the water. It's a strange feeling at first. You've never been in the Soul Lake or the Soul Oceans or the Soul Rivers that they have down here. You are more of a fire and brimstone kind of guy. But so you step in, and immediately you can feel something else swimming around your feet. And at first it kind of like grasps at you, and you're like, "Oh shit!" Then you look down, you can see these are like disembodied souls grabbing at you, begging for freedom, which is hilarious. So no big deal.
Yeah. I chuckle at it, and then I take a little bit of gulp of the water, just to see what it tastes like.
Tastes soul infused, which is quite delicious.
Awesome.
You wade in and just go for a pleasant swim. You can feel them trying to like pull at you, but they don't have any power over you. What about you, Corton? What are you up to?
Corton's heading over to the water to grab a couple of souls out of the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
wring them out like
Beach
towels, like beach towels.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna head over towards two two spiky pillars and make himself a hammock out of the two souls.
Good. So you head over to a couple of onyx or obsidian pillars that are jutting out of the sand. looks like they're set up here on purpose, as there are these like pairs of pillars all over the beach side.
Hmm.
People are various people have set up either umbrellas near them or like large tarps for like family groups or whatever, and once in a while the occasional hammock. You set up your hammock and have them running out and hop inside. A little while goes by, a little time. You've finished up several sand demons. You've had a nice long leisurely swim. You're feeling very refreshed. And you've just finished a brief little Hellcat nap in your hammock when you hear a grumbling that turns into a like an annoyed scream. You hear a couple of imps die, and then several of the demons or devils nearby start to groan and grumble and start packing up their things. You look up, and down the beach a little ways, but headed up towards you guys, is a huge Balor. It's big fire whip and its fucking monstrous sword, just stomping up the beach, just kind of kicking at people or devils that are in its way. Generally, just being a huge pain in the ass. Accidentally, not totally accidentally, but like haphazardly steps on several imps and just crushes them. And it seems like everyone groans more in annoyance than in fear and start to pack up.
Well, I mean, when you can't die. All right.
Let's go get some drinks. Well, this thing's stomping out here.
I look up. What do I see?
In the sky,
Yep.
above you, you see several hellgulls circling the area, looking for free meals. Hellgulls are, of course, not any different from regular seagulls at all, because they are already hell creatures.
Except they're infused with the soul of Richard Simmons.
Oh, yes. They squawk with his laugh, as opposed to the regular seagull call. So
And they wear a leotard.
several hellgulls floating, gliding around, and what looks to be a few hellkites attached to a line, just kind of drifting on the breeze. And they're like attached to a big wooden post.
What do you say we go get some food things, and we put it on the devil who's wandering down this way, and let the hellgulls swoop down on him.
Good idea. What do they like to eat? Fish?
Yeah, anything.
Souls? Instead of buying food, maybe we
Fish
pull a few
soul.
souls out of
Hey, B, are there any fish souls in there?
I think I
Maybe
saw a
Heldo
couple.
bread.
Heldo.
Helldo
Okay.
bread. So B.
So I go ahead. Yeah, I want to grab a couple of souls out of the water that
Alright.
look fishy-ish.
Roll normal for me. See if you can snag some fish souls. Alright. There aren't any like regular fish souls. They're not really intelligent enough to be here down in this far in hell. But you snag some like merfolk souls, kind of fishy people. You snag a handful of merfolk souls, while Corton heads over to the nearby Hell Bakery. What's a good Hell Bakery name?
Mauricio's.
Panera bread.
Panera bread.
Just Panera. It's just in hell. It's
or Cinnabon.
Ooh, Cinnabon. Yes, that's Hellabon.
Hellabon.
Although Oban Pan. Oban Pain.
Yeah.
That would work.
Anyways, you head over to the nearby Hellish Bakery, snag some day-old crusts, and rush back. What are the three? What do you do with your 2 ingredients?
I've already kind of wrung these out just a little bit, so
Okay.
that way they don't make the bread super soggy.
That's good. Put them in my left hand there. You put your souls in my right hand, and I'm going to squish them into a ball. Throw them at him.
Hand it all over.
Okay. You grab both of them and.
I got an idea. A little extra. Hey, B, pull me back and then fling me forward, but don't let go. And I'll use the momentum from you like holding on to me and whipping me forward to also whip this forward with my big old muscly arms. Like a double strong shot.
All right, just slap me.
I'm gonna take a fish and slap him across the face with a merfolk soul.
Okay.
I get angry and then I go ahead and grab you and I do as requested.
All right. So you mash these 2 into a ball. And then what are you doing?
And try and just like catapult it right at him.
Okay. It flies, sails through the air, lands. You aiming just anywhere for him, or you're like trying to hit him in the face? Does it matter?
Trying to hit him like right in the middle of the chest. Just
Right
cover
here.
him in this.
All right.
Trying to like get on his chest and his shoulders and stuff. Get these birds down there harassing him. Get him off the beach.
All right. You know, splatters all over him. He's got old, crusty hell dough and merfolk soul juices just all over his chest, all up on his shoulders, a little around his neck. The Hellgulls smell a fresh meal, come swooping down. He gets hit a couple times. Snap. And then he gets mad, pulls out his giant flaming whip, and just starts destroying the birds over and over and over. Just every time he whips, 2 or 3 of them just instantly incinerate.
I take great pleasure in it.
When he's finally finished, he looks down the beach where the 3 of you stand because everyone else has left.
Start rolling up the coast towards the bar.
I see. The other 2 of you leaving as well?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, he looks at you, kind of rears up, and you see a big magical aura about him, and he vanishes from sight. You're starting to roll away, then lands in the sand right in front of you, and you roll into his giant feet. He's staring
perfect.
down at you.
Perfect. I was just gonna invite you to go get some drinks over at the bar.
You trying to charm your way out of this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Roll normal. Looks down and pulls out his giant sword. It crackles with like a dark lightning.
Oh.
Doesn't look like he's buying your story.
I didn't want to rush you or anything. I saw you were, ambling over.
He pulls uses the other hand and snags it's a little bit of the fishy bread with a couple of fingers and just flicks it straight into your face.
Yeah. I thought you'd like that. It's pretty cool, right? These hellgulls are delicious this time of year. Help you round them up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to take like some of the body of a hellgull off of him. Am I right? Start eating it.
He pulls back with the big flaming whip. Would anyone like to act before you get destroyed by a Balor?
I'm gonna roll through his legs
Okay.
before it smash me.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb on him.
You're gonna climb up him.
Like
Alright.
just on him. So if he hits me, he
Oh,
also
you're
hits
just gonna
himself.
jump on a leg and bear hug it.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll through his legs and then punch him in the butthole.
Right in the pooper. All right. Corton, what's your plan?
Yeah, my plan is to Bugs Bunny like jump up and burrow into the sand.
Just okay.
Yep.
All of you roll normal. Just one. All right. B, you jump on the leg, and he looks down. He looks at you, looking up at him. Instead of the whip, which he's already reeling back to swing at, not Corton, not B, Sand. It's Sand. He just takes his dark lightning sword and just runs it down your back. Sand.
Ooh.
You attempt to roll through, but in your haste, you just like run into his foot and bounce back. And he brings that whip down, crack, right across you, and you feel the great flames of hellfire snap through you. Corton, you do in fact Bugs Bunny it. You see what's about to happen. You see your two friends have just definitely failed to escape, and you jump into the air and then turn, like do a 180 and dive straight into the sand. You don't get very far. You're not really a burrower, but there's enough loose sand that you can bury yourself basically into a medium-sized mound. All right.
I'm gonna keep digging.
You're gonna try and burrow away.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, dig to hell, China.
Yes, to hell, China. All right. He slices down B's back, cutting you open from the backside. You start to bleed profusely. What are you doing, B?
Well, so I want to assume the anatomy's not the same. Well, obviously I want to kind of wig out a little bit because he just hit me. I guess I'm not dead yet, so I'm gonna wig out and try and roll away.
Okay. You hop off, bleeding profusely, and you're gonna try and roll off just anywhere else.
Just away from him.
Okay.
Even if it's in the water.
Roll normal to see if you can transform into your ball shape with the giant cut in you. You can. It's tough. You start to try and pull it in and go ball form, but that expands your body, expanding the huge gash in your body, and so you feel your skin like ripping apart as it grows, and it hurts. But you tough it out, turn into your ball form, and start to roll off. Sand. You've been whipped. You feel just this like enormous hole, like rather than a whip, it was a spear of flame piercing straight through your body. But you're still alive. What are you doing?
Look down. Do I have a hole?
You don't. But it feels like there's one.
I'm gonna try and get to the water and jam some souls in there real quick and mend up.
Okay. You're gonna try and run over to the water.
I'm trying to launch. Just push myself with such force that I shoot backwards into the water. Yeah.
Roll normal.
All the way on the beach.
Yeah. You go and like muscle up and push hard, and that's when you discover that the hole is not in your physical form, but it's in your devil form, like in your devil blood. You go and try and muscle up one of your arms to push off with extra strength, and you get a nasty surprise that it doesn't work. Your left arm goes huge, but your right arm stays small, and you just push yourself and spin 180 in place.
Perfect. So then when I 180, I'm gonna just like whip around and go like this and look up at him and be like, let's just hang out. It's a nice beach. You don't gotta smash around.
He picks a foot up. He steps on you. Just
Okay. Or-
B, you rush off. You try and roll away. He rears back, try and snag you with his whip. He does. He lashes out, and as you're about to escape, you feel that fiery tendril wrap you up. How do you respond?
Did you say me or
B, you.
sorry? Okay, sorry. I mean, I'm gonna attempt to. Well, you said he already wrapped me up.
Yeah,
But,
you're currently snared by the fire whip.
I'm gonna try and eat it.
All right. Roll -1. Unfortunately, the fire whip is made of stronger stuff than your teeth. You open up one side of your face, try and bite down, and you feel it not only break through your teeth, but begin to rapidly burn your gums. He yanks, and since it's already in your mouth, it just slices through you right in half.
Whee! Get him.
Tell him. Corton, you managed to sand burrow yourself to freedom. You burrow back up the beach the way that the big devil had come, and pop out maybe 50 feet up the beach side. What do you look back, see the squashed remains of sand and the completely bisected remains of B. What are you doing? James, are you awake? Ah,
Eh,
we're losing him rapidly. James,
yes, I'm
did you hear my
consciousness fading.
did you hear my description?
Not in its entirety.
All right, so you move. Oh, pizza. Hi, pizza. I miss you. You burrow up the way. You pop out 50 feet up the beach, feeling safe. You look across and you see the squished form of sand and the bisected form of B, both horrifically dead. The big devil continuing to walk down the beach. What is your last action?
Is he walking towards me?
No, he's walking away from you down the beach.
Oh, okay.
You're safe.
I'm gonna sneak away.
All right, you sneak away back towards the city to meet up with
Nemio.
Nimoy.
Nimoy.
Yes, to meet
Yeah,
up
there
with
we go.
Nimoy, who will reincarnate in one of the
on her phone.
reincarnate. No, she just pops up nearby. Nimoy, yes, Pepper, Nimoy. Yes. You wait to await Nimoy at the beach bar, where you
Yes.
sit sipping on a hurricane or maybe a Bahama Mama.
The only drink served in hell,
Yes.
the Bahama Mama with extra mama.
Right. Big Mama. All right. That's where we'll conclude today. with
Oh,
our-
wait, one more detail on that drink.
Yes.
It's served with a banana straw, which is just a banana with a hole through
with
it.
a hole in it.
And you-
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to try and drink it through that.
While it actively falls apart into mushy banananess in your
Right.
mouth.
Yeah.
You're not talking to us, Kosher.
Just get rid of the banana.
No, no, no.
Oh, the bartender would
take
be very offended if you
In
didn't
fact,
try.
it's served in a champagne flute, so the banana takes up it's like jammed and it takes up the entire top of the glass.
Yes.
If you try and take it out, the banana just like breaks apart into the drink.
Mhm. This is hell. You gotta learn the rules around here.
That's right.
You gotta take things a little shittier than you expect.
All right, that's where we'll end today. The end of our hell venture with
3 of us dead.
two of you dead, one of you
Boy,
one of you like actively reincarnating at the moment, in the process of reincarnating, and only a single one surviving, drinking endless banana hama mamas.
with one
I see
shot
this as a
of
win-win.
4%
I agree.
alcohol.
With what?
A single shot in each drink of 4% alcohol.
Oh yeah,
Liquor.
it's
Banana liquor.
It's made with banana zima.
Mm-hmm. It's the best you're getting in hell.
Yep. You gotta drink a lot. You gotta drink a lot of it if you want to get anywhere. But the act of drinking it takes so much effort because of the banana straw that it burns off all the alcohol.
Right. But it's still somehow better than the normal drinks.
It is,
This is definitely paradise compared to typical hell.
especially compared to the tax office.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, in tax jail is jail. Like, yeah, tax jail is even worse than regular jail, right?
True. They sit like you become an imp. That's how they get so many of them.
Oh my god.
You become Marcus.
I'm a suicidal imp now.
Yeah.
Every time
That's why he was in for it.
Every time you commit suicide as an imp, you get one more year of your imp service.
Right. Until you earn your CPA.
Yes.
You can run your own tax office.
All right, pals. All right, internet. Y'all be good. Catch us here again on Sunday for the other game or Thursday for this game. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to do cool stuff and other good things. Goodbye.
All right, let's do it.
Bye.